question is, who let the dogs out?
Hey ladies and gentlemen, today we have another story that's going to be very interesting. You know, back in the day we said, live and let live. What could go wrong? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate the hooligans that appear at the game though. But if they do, you are an ableist. You gotta help us, because the gamers have human rights. Self-proclaimed Transcanine. Yeah, that's you transform. Woof woof! Woman banned from fans only after claiming she had funky with a dog. Doggy style. Who let the dogs out?
Yeah, boy.
The internet becomes more depraved by the second. A woman on Twitter claims that she is a trans canine, woof woof, has been banned from fans only after claiming that she had funky regularly with the dogs. The rise of fans only has resulted in the unprecedented number of women who engage in funky work online, claiming that the autonomy to run their own show account makes them empowered and free.
And I just thought it was a joke.
Reportedly, 65% of young adult men watch porn at least once a week, while many of men in that category watch it much more often. Once per week? I don't believe that.
You're a victim.
While many of the men in that category watch it much more often. Yep. This percentage is expected to keep climbing as people are being exposed to funky explicit material at a younger age every day. It's 2023. It's normal. Let them do whatever they want. And while they keep watching that consistently and they walk on the street, what do they see out there then? Do you think they see human being or they see human dog?
What are you doing?
As funky work becomes more common and people are attempting to normalize it, the content available on sites like fans only become more depraved. The latest development is a woman claiming that she's a trans canine. She has been banned from the platform because of her explicit content about allegedly having funky with the animals.
Hey, that's not fair.
We care about impressionable kids watching masculine men, right? What impression do you give right here? If we're supposed also to treat women with respect, what impression are you giving them? People, if you care so much about the society that you're building right now, but don't hate the player, hate the game. Do you see where this is going, people? I want people to do whatever they want, but then respect the consequences. Because the more I let you be wherever you wanted, which I advocated as a Christian, which I became progressive, and I was, you know what, just live your life. What can go wrong? Woo! Just when you think the internet couldn't get any worse, how many times did I hear this? It finds a way to top itself. A Twitter user, Knotty Princess, who has more than 184,000 followers, has been tweeting about her alleged funky encounter with the animals. Much of the content is funky explicit and degenerate in it's with a dog. At first, many people thought she was trolling, really. Like many other parody accounts are known to do, but it became clear after a while that she was in fact serious. She spoke multiple times about having intercourse with a woof and treating them better than people who are literally out here trophy hunting animals. Do you know how many ladies that only have a cats in their 30s or whatever, that have no partner in the future, might look at this and be like, that's freaking interesting. Right now in Spain, the amount of kids born is way less than the amount of dogs being purchased. Ladies and gentlemen, one day that mindset of mine is like, hey, this gonna click. It doesn't take long, and when it happens, I'm gonna laugh with my family because I'm like, I've warned you about this, but nobody listens because I'm the crazy one. She has a tweet. People literally out here trophy hunting animals simply to brag that they killed. Hey, oh my god, the particular animal. That is okay though. You have literally made multiple animals go extinct by hunting them. Oh my god. You bring animals to... I bring them... Ooh! Damn! I did not expect that. Orgasmo! Oh my god. I am a better alternative... Shut up. Lady, it's a crime. There's no consent. We need a court for me to... For the animals. How stupid does that sound? How stupid. Hey, it sounds stupid, right? Woof, woof. He said me too. Okay, it's not a laughing matter. This is actually horrible. I'm just in shock. Are you in shock? Let me know in the comments. In Order 3, she calls herself the first Transcanine and asks for people to treat her with respect because this is her identity. Eventually, her only... I almost said it wrong. Fans only page was reported enough times that she was banned from the platform. Please just remember, I lost my job. Oh, this is the tweet. Because of you guys. Oh my god. Why do they hate the player? Hate the game? Just let me have this one thing. I want to have a nice life. Sharing my links with negativity harms me. Just remember, I'm human too. I have feelings. I think the dog has feeling too. Woof woof. He said me too. Many people online are pointing out how disturbed this woman is, but just as disturbing is the fact that she has so many followers and people publicly support her and ask to see more content. It's easy to write this off as just another mentally ill person who is attempting to post content that has shock value to get more likes. That is true. Followers and attention, but there is something happening here that is worth discussing. The transgender movement has convinced people that gender has nothing to do with someone's genitals or chromosomes.
Be water, my friends.
They claim we have been considered insane and unbelievable just 5 or 10 years ago, and now it is accepted in a mainstream society and promoted by politicians, celebrity, and entirety of Hollywood. If you can convince people that a person who can magically change his or her gender, you can convince people of anything. Sadly, we have already seen this delve into the claim that people can be trans-age, meaning people can identify as a different age, that in their chrono age. Yeah, that freaking scares me, because a 13-year-old can date a 13-year-old. So you can have a 13-year-old man be like, yo, I want to date a 13-year-old. You have a man here. The dude, now a she, which is a kid, which had 7 kids, left the wife, and be like, you know, I can be whatever I want. Don't hate the player, hate the game. This sounds deeply disturbing to most people today, conjuring the image of a middle-aged man attending a middle school because they identify as a 30-year-old. But what's stopping our society from rightly accepting a trans-age claim if we have already accepted a transgender claim? Transcanine is being claimed by this princess, and just like a trans-age, it sounds crazy. But when society claims that the tolerance is the most important characteristic in our culture, we will end up tolerating anything.
What?
When is a good age to start introducing children into the LGBT, showing them materials?
It can be as young as like 6 or 7.
Okay. You think before that's wrong?
No.
So any age really?
Yeah.
Okay. If your child wanted to have gender reassignment surgery at a young age, say they started feeling a certain way, say I don't feel like my gender, I want to be another, would you be accepting of them having it?
Absolutely.
Even let's say like age 10?
Absolutely. It's their decision. It's not mine.
Well, I mean, legally they can't consent.
It's still their decision. If they want to do it, I'm standing behind them.
Should the LGBT become inclusive of bestiality?
It is what it is. If people want to do it, let them do it. Who are you to say what they can do?
So would you be accepting of someone that was into that?
Hey, if it's whatever floats their boat.
When is a good age to start introducing children into the LGBT, showing them materials?
It can be as young as like 6 or 7.
Okay. You think before that's wrong?
No.
So any age really?
Yeah.
Okay. If your child wanted to have gender reassignment surgery at a young age, say they started feeling a certain way, say I don't feel like my gender, I want to be another, would you be accepting of them having it?
Absolutely.
Even let's say like age 10?
Absolutely. It's their decision. It's not mine.
Well, I mean, legally they can't consent.
It's still their decision. If they want to do it, I'm standing behind them.
Should the LGBT become inclusive of bestiality?
It is what it is. If people want to do it, let them do it. Who are you to say what they can do?
So, would you be accepting of someone that was into that?
Hey, if it's whatever floats their boat.
We have a lady heavy funky with dogs, people. And she is fighting to be able to do that when that is against the law. Come on, people. We need to start shaming people in a constructive way, not to beat them down so they can never stand up, just to show them, yo, it's a very negative thing. If you could have done it in the pandemic, you can do it for the dogs. I'm sorry. This is just too stupid. But anyway, let me know what you think. Because it's not that I'm in shock anymore. It's just US is Netflix. Is US Netflix for you too? Like the video? Let me know by that.